question coming from opposition, right? I mean, especially from opposition, because they say it's all dogmatic, and yeah, then they questioning where we start this debate. We say the democratic country. Then they say the democratic country should uphold secularism value, right? That's why they propose no religion at all, right? Now, this is the principle, the biggest flaw coming from side opposition, right? Because this is what they believe. In this debate, where the biggest question and the key question that all we need to answer is, should government promote equality in belief through the media of school, right? Now, this question, by them, say dogmatic, they didn't really engage with the motion because they neglect all the principle of belief is necessary. They neglect all the thing that should be advocated from their very beginning, from their still children, right? Now, this is all the principle. That's the biggest flaw coming from leader of opposition. We also think this is jeopardizing their case because their case will need to stand on how does belief is something should not exist to be teach, whether or not how the importance of belief, including atheist or theist, is all belief about individual. How is the very important things to shape behavior from very beginning age, right? Theist or atheist, everything is all to shape. How they will replace all of this idea. They need to answer that, and their closing, unfortunately, need to stand with that, right? That sucks. Now, let's go. Sure, okay, I will be doing something better, right? Awesome. Now, let's go to the five things in this debate. I'm going to talk to you about two cases, right? I'm going to first talk to you about Mada autonomy, then I will also discuss with, directly engage with their point, and we're going to talk about the concept of state making a policy also, right? But few respond for their case, right? Now, this is how they explain. Look, children need to find their own source. We have internet, we have proof, right? Now, this is the key premise that they never explain in this argument, right? How they will create a willingness, right, about the children to know more about this. This question is not answered. How children can have willingness? It's always been endorsed by school. Because I believe a 7-year-old doesn't have interest in mathematics if you don't endorse it from children. Right? Like one apple plus two apple means 3 apples, right? Those ideas are the inherent belief of children need to be endorsed from beginning level to have a choice, to have a realization of what they want to be. Even you want to be a doctor, you need to learn physics also, right? That's all how we say.
Sabar.
No, thank you. Now, that's how we say, if you don't cannot create the willingness, you need to endorse. And this is the state as the equality agent need to endorse everything equally, right? That's how we stand as it. Now, the second thing, no, thank you. We obviously reject the frame that Katolik give to us that something that we need in school should only be generally accepted and rational reasoning, right? We obviously neglect this. Why? Why? Because of one reason. Because obviously, what you need to teach is not how they shape, right? You need to provide them all many options as they can, even if the society sometimes reject it, right? Because if you keep it like that, you will keep society rejecting and you will never have improvement in achieving your democratic value, right? That's the extension, that's the point that we're coming. We also think even the example of sex education is back there was a very controversial issue, but today you have it in every school, right? It's no longer controversial because everyone knows it's important, right? So let's go to the material. No, thank you, okay. I have things to say. Right, now let's go there to my material. Like, first, the body autonomy concept. Because we think, what is problem with this current policy is that the principle of body autonomy, that you will to decide everything within yourself, right? Within your own life, and you shouldn't be, chance to choose should not be arbitrarily violated through the system that being provided by the government. Because by the system and by also their directly English, you will cause these children to know religion, to know atheism, to know belief from the very beginning. We say that your body autonomy is not it should get there, it will be fulfilled when you have the full option are being shown on the table and you have the ability to choose. That's why you can come to school, I want atheism. No, thank you. Right? This is concept, when you follow this, you are only discriminating a religion. You are only discriminating one belief. And especially in their case, they're being offensive to all religion. Because all religion are dogmatic, all religion are not reasonable and shouldn't never be taught in the school, right? This concept by the autonomy is not only being followed these children, but also they follow the institution of religion because no place for you in school, in our public school. But before, okay,
Sir, how do you expect for all of this to happen if people do not go to that classes to begin with?
Right. That's the idea that we very love coming from vocab, right? Then I will answer it in my second explanation. Throw me something if I don't answer you, right? Now, okay, let's go to the concept of state of making policy. Which means the state making policy is based on the vision, which kind of living that they want. And obviously, in the liberal country, you want a liberal state. You want a democratic state where everyone gains the equality. Right? This is the vision that we want. This is also why, like in Thailand, the endorsement of unisex toilets so people can define their gender, right? They start to letting gay to enter military, to start letting women to go military back then, so they can define what they want, what job of field that they want. This is the liberal value that we really love. Right? Now, what is the problem with this? And we'll answer okay, right? Because without this endorsement through school, you cannot never get a healthy discourse about belief, right? Because especially coming with, if you're following Katolik, you cannot have discourse. Because you cannot get the interest from people from the very beginning, right? Because those discourse, so we can help. And when you show in the table, it will create discourse. When you hide it in the shadow, it will not have a discourse. It will be shown as something bad. This is why, even they will not choose it, but by putting it in the table, it will create a healthy discourse. And this is what will relate us to tolerance, right? Because healthy discourse always leads to tolerance. A healthy discussion, not a stubborn like a pain, right? Now, this is all the important thing of concept of state, that what is your vision? And this is what state need to do, right? At the end of the day, the very key principle that opening government answer and explain to you is, first, a belief is not only about atheist, it's also about atheist, right? It was also belief that always can control and also can shape your morality toward all principle point that coming without God inserted in the system, right? The second thing we all explain to you, why government to endorse this, like the state policy, why every action should not be in the table, and you can have at the end of the day, the healthy discussion, the healthy discourse that we want. Within all of this idea, we probably to propose a motion.